Hey guys, this is Mr. Rickard again. This is the Rutherford County Schools Learning Guide for the second week, which is the week of April 13th through the 17th. And again, this first page is sort of for the teachers and your parents, but this will let you know what you're going to be working on. This week we're going to be pretty much hitting main idea, context clues, and summaries again, which is all stuff that we've learned in school. The first task that you're going to have to do is actually reading from last week. So it's the vote that you did from last week. You're just to reread both of those passages, and then there's the writing prompt. So day 5 from the other packet from last week is what you would do on day 1 for this week. And something new that is on here is it asks you to choose an assignment from iReady Reading each day. I know that you don't always like to do iReady Reading, but it's really a great program for you. I promise that you can learn if you try. It is on your level and made specifically for you, so it's a great program. Okay, so I already said that these are going to be the things that you're going to be working on this week. So day 1 is actually from last week's packet, where you're going to read both of the stories, and then you're going to do the writing prompt, which is in the end of last week's packet. So then day 2, you're going to be reading this story about Frederick Douglass, and then you're going to annotate. Remember that annotate means to make notes, highlight, circle words that you're not familiar with. So annotating is doing anything to the text that's going to help you remember. We've gone over this at school, and I've told you that I use it all the time when I am reading texts also. So it's something to really help with your comprehension. So on day 2, after you read the story, then you're going to go ahead and answer these questions. Please remember to go back to the text if you have any questions. It's right there. It's not that far to do. Remember to use some of your test-taking skills, like slash to trash. Get rid of any answers that you know for sure aren't correct, and then go ahead and eliminate those, and then you will be able to use I'm sorry, I lost track of what I was saying. And then you'll be able to figure out your answer a little bit better. So that is step 2. And then it says on question number 6 here that you're supposed to write a shocking detail about Frederick Douglass, and you're supposed to record it. Shocking means surprising, so a surprising detail. So when you record it in both of these, you're going to be rewriting a sentence from the passage word for word. So remember that you're not putting your opinion in there, and that you need to use quotation marks because the writing from the passage is not your own. And the same for this one here. You're going to list one detail, and then you're going to go ahead and rewrite it word for word. Remember to use quotation marks. On day 3, you're going to reread the text about Frederick Douglass. And then in this section here, you're going to be identifying the main idea for each section. So these are the different sections of it. And then you're going to be rewriting the main idea. So that's where you're going to use your notes and your annotating that you did earlier. It's okay for you just to sort of take notes here. You do not have to write complete sentences. You're just going to use this to help you write your complete sentences here for part 3. You are to be writing a summary of the text, so you're going to use your 5 W's: who, what, where, when, why, and sometimes we even do how. Remember that not all the 5 W's are in every single one of our texts that we read, so you may be able to skip it if it's not in our text. Remember to use complete sentences with correct punctuation when you do your summary. Okay, day 4. Here's a different text. It's about Susan B. Anthony. And it says to read and annotate this. So you're going to do the same thing that you did for Frederick Douglass. You're going to go through and you're going to highlight and underline and circle words that you might have questions with. So you're going to do what we would do in class to make sure that you understand this. When you're done reading and annotating this, you're going to do this part. This part of it, tells you to read this paragraph, and then you're going to go through the glossary, which is a mini dictionary that is specific to the article that you just read. This one here, misdirection, you are supposed to use your context clues in the passage to figure out what misdirection means. And also, these are both text-dependent questions, meaning you have to look at this in order to answer your questions. Please remember to use complete sentences with correct punctuation when you do this part. And there's one more for this part here. It's supposed to be the main idea. So you're going to write a main idea statement. Just use one sentence because it's only one paragraph on this page here. Oops, sorry, I went too far. There's only one paragraph here, so you should be able to summarize it in one sentence. And also part of this day is another paragraph where you go through it. You're also going to go through the mini glossary with it and then answer these text-dependent questions. Remember to use complete sentences and correct punctuation again. And then here's the main idea for that paragraph. Again, only use one sentence since it's just a paragraph that you're summarizing. And then on the last day, you're going to be doing 2 pages of the same thing. You're just going to be rereading both of these paragraphs. Then you've got a glossary for each. And then you're going to have text-dependent questions and a main idea statement. So you're going to use your 5 W's on the main idea statement, but remember to try to do it in one sentence since your paragraph is so short to begin with. And in fact, it only looks like one sentence. So that's all we have to do for this week. If you have any questions, please make sure you call me or dojo me or email me. I hope that you all stay safe and healthy. This is Mr. Rickert saying bye-bye for now.